Oh, hello there, friends and family. So good to see you again on this day after that nice Memorial Day we had, and the Memorial Day weekend. And we're out here and about. It's about high noon here in the deep south of Alabama. And this week, I said I'd try to get back to a little bit of a normal life and start doing a few things, little things, you know. You just can't live off the good graces of, you know, your friends and family forever. Eventually you got to pick yourself up, strap on your boots or your slip-ons, as in my case, and get her done. And that's exactly what we're doing today. Now, we're not silly and we're not stupid, and we're not going to press it any more than what we feel good about. So if you're watching this video, you understand little old man didn't suffer any ill consequences, or at least not any bad enough to share. With all that being said, you might hear in the background something you're familiar with. Yeah. And we've already been at it a little while just to see if we could tolerate it. Of course, we had to get our mower, which that's what you can hear in the background. We had to charge up the battery from where we left it, you know, back in March, last time we used it. Because if you remember, that freak accident I had, you know, where I tripped and fell on a stick, had another stop, you know, run through my chest, break my ribs, and cut up one lung and puncture it. Yeah, all that mess. That was all about mowing the grass. And that's where we are again today, mowing grass. And if you've been keeping up with our weather here in the deep south, you'll know we've just had a constant weather pattern of one rain event, storm, some very severe, others here of late not so severe, just a lot of rain. And it's kept everything quite moist. Yeah, I said it again, moist. So like I say, we've already started, and it hasn't rained here in, oh, probably a week or more that I can remember. Let me show you just how still wet it is, okay? We'll go down here underneath the pecan trees to the lower portion of the south lawn. Here, this is where we're at. Now, I'm sure you can see it. Yeah, you see the old mud tracks right there? Yep, she's still muddy and still quite soaking wet. And it will be that way all down here around the pecans. That's probably why the pecans were planted here. They love lowlands, in case you're wanting to plant some yourself. And you can see the grass is getting on up there, you know, about the lower shin height. Nothing all too tragic. It's been way worse than this. And you can see the Troy belt that's sitting there waiting on us. So they're saying we may get some rain tomorrow afternoon, which here again brings up the same scenario, because this is Tuesday. Yeah, basically 1 month and 5 days since the freak accident, which happened on April the 25th on a Tuesday. And here we are, what, May the 30th on a Tuesday, right where we left off over a month ago. But hey, I'll set you all over here in the shade on the S10, and you can just sit back, talk between yourselves, and watch me as, you know, I ride along. I wish I could take all of y'all on the Troy belt, but you know, there's only room enough on the fenders for 2 or 3 of you, and one on the hood. But hey, if you want to and you don't mind the vibration, jump on along with me, okay? Hey there, come on, come on. got that done. At least the south side's done. Mowing, that is. Well, there you are again, friends and family. And as you can see, we've got the south side main mowing done. And when I mean main, I mean with the rider. We still got to do our pruning. You know, our weed whacking around the pecans, around the fence, up around the shop, and that place we had cleared off. We'll take a look at it real quick before me and all of y'all go back over to the front porch and catch us a cold drink and sit a spell, okay? Because I'm tired. I don't know about all of y'all. Hope none of y'all are suffering from the heat and being tired, since you're just riding along with me, okay? So yeah, we got to get the trimming around the trees done. That basically took me an hour and 15 minutes in real time, you know. So we got to do all the weed whacking around my old fence. I truly love this fence. It reminds me of the fences back during the Revolutionary days in the Civil War. I was rather proud of it. I actually designed it and built it myself. Well, with the help of my son and my daughter, and buying every landscape timber we could find in the local area within 60 miles. Because this used to be all around the north side of the yard too, around the whole property. But yeah, you can see, well, I wanted to get this done before more rain came in. You can see all the mud tracks I'm leaving down here underneath the pecan trees. You see all that? Yeah. This always holds moisture. Yeah, there's another stick. You know, and that was another thing. I didn't get in a hurry picking up sticks this time, because it's a constant thing. I talk about it all the time. I live under a lot of trees. And with trees, they shed branches continuously. Maybe yours don't, but mine, they like to give me a lot of branches in case, you know, I want to make that biochar or, you know, have something to cook with. Like everybody tells me I should be saving them. And then you may have saw, we kept stopping over here because, you know, we vacuum up all of our, what I refer to as biomass, which is basically our grass clippings and the leaves. As you can see over here, right there, there's a whole bunch of leaves, mostly magnolia tree leaves, which are like bulletproof. They take years to break down, but that's okay, they do. But there's a nice mix of browns and greens, as you can see. And this stuff breaks down relatively fast because it is a mixture of leaves and grass clippings. Because I leave my leaves on the lawn all winter long and into the spring until I start mowing. And this is actually what, my third mowing, and I'm still getting leaves. Of course, the oaks continuously drop leaves all throughout the year. So yeah, the north side is done. Well, that means we got 1/3 of it done. And if that's all we get to today, that'll be just fine. You know, there's a quick gander at the tire planters. We'll probably talk more about them in the next day or two, since we got plans for them. So, like I said, I'm a little tuckered and a little winded. And I gotta check my numbers. And I'm probably gonna get my friend Herbie and a cold drink. And we'll sit on the front porch, chat a while. And I'll rest up, and y'all can rest up. And then, I'm gonna have to get on the north side lawn. Yeah, you know, that's if I feel up to it. If I don't, it'll be there for the next day when it's dry enough to do. I'm not gonna panic or stress out about grass and yard. I already know I'm not gonna make good housekeeping. So hey, y'all sit out here under the shade. A couple of you can come in and help me get some drinks made, because that's another thing I've been putting a lot of thought to, is replenishing electrolytes, which since I did get a little moist, I probably need to do. So come on in. Let's get us some electrolyte drinks. Well, hey, Spooky, you're with Papa as soon as I turn that mower off, right? Y'all don't like it, do you? Do you, Mr. Gray? Mr. Gray. As soon as the mower was turned off, I come out and sat down here on the front porch you can see my two bros, Spooky and Mr. Gray, came a running. Excuse me. They're there with Papa. They were somewhere close, probably under the truck. They don't like the mower. No, I don't blame them. Speedy's probably 2 or 3 houses down. She really hates it. But as you can see, or as you could see as we were getting that south side lawn mowed up today, it's probably getting more and more overcast. And now, being mostly sunny, it's starting to look mostly overcast. As you know, the more gray and darker poofy clouds come in from the west, as you can see out there. So that was the reason for me, you know, picking up a little bit more, getting the tires aired up on the mower this morning, check the oil, check the blades. Of course, I had to charge the battery because it had been sitting since the last time I used it in mid-March. But I was going to use it there on the 25th of April. Had a night fail and wound up in the hospital for over a week with a collapsed lung. Now, you saw me out there doing it without my friend Herbie, you know. Yeah, and I was okay, but I knew, especially when I was emptying those vacuum bags from the mower, they're a little bit heavy, especially when I let them get chock full. You know, I was supposed to only be picking up 5 pounds, and they're a little bit more than that, but I don't strain. You know, you can only do what you can do, and you know, you got to feel your body, and if it'll tolerate it, go for it. If it won't, don't do it. Just stop. And that's how I've been approaching everything as I've continued to recover from my freak, nearly fatal accident. Yeah, from a stick. And as I was walking out there after getting the south side lawn mowed, I see there were several sticks that were laying there in wait for me underneath the higher grass. Yep. But I got her done. And I don't know, I went in, straight on in, and checked my oxygen numbers and my heart rate. My oxygen numbers weren't that bad. 90, 92, which ain't great, but ain't bad, considering I wasn't on oxygen, which I am now, because, you know, I did notice my heart rate, which does increase as your O2 level goes down. The lower your O2 level in your blood, the higher your heart rate will increase to get more blood with more oxygen to all your vital organs, your muscles, and what have you. I know all of that. I knew it even before this last time I got hurt. Because like I say, that's the 4th chest injury I've had in my lifetime. Yeah, unfortunate as that may be. So I'm quite well versed on what it's like, what happens, the whole recovery mess and everything. And yeah, I still have some pain in my rib cage, I won't lie to you, especially at night. Especially if I lay a certain way or sit a certain way, and it'll be that way for, I'm sure, another month or 2 or more. It'll be what it'll be, and you just got to deal with it. You know, that's why they make Tylenol and aspirin and ibuprofen and all that mess. But I've been trying to stay off all that. It only takes something when it's really, really aggravating me. But I've been trying to be where you can see me through my recovery and be a little bit inspired, because I know a lot of you have health issues just like I do, and you know, I had some before all this happened. I had COPD, mild to moderate emphysema. I had high blood pressure. So, you know, having a lacerated, punctured, and collapsed lung, along with, you know, broken rib and a couple of cracked ones, hasn't made my life much better. In fact, it's made it a lot worse, but it's getting better every day. And that's what this here is all about. It's for my family too, my children and my grandchildren. When something happens to them, they can see and go back and go, well, Grandpa didn't let it drag them down. It had him down for a while, but he came back fighting. And that's what I want all of y'all to get out of it too. Some inspiration. That no matter what, as long as you don't give up and you keep stroking, you keep clawing your way forward, you'll get through it. And yeah, maybe you won't be the same as you were, but maybe you will, and you won't know unless you try. But hey, I did make us up some nice what do they call it, electrolytic drink. Yeah, which is very important, not just because we're out here working and sweating and getting moist, but it's important for everyday health. And I'm going to be talking more about that in an upcoming video. But hey, if you don't mind, I'm going to finish my cold drink and y'all can finish yours, and then I've got to get on with it, because it's only a little after 1 in the afternoon. I'm thinking maybe, with luck and all of y'all's help, I can get this north lawn done too. I got my kiddies here helping, as you saw below me. So hey, until Spooky, old Mr. Gray, Cleo, Speedy, sometimes Heathcliff, and of course the little Princess Gracie too. See you on that next video. Y'all stay safe, take care, and may God bless you as you bless those in your lives. Goodbye for now. Whew, this is good. Cold and tasty. That's what matters. Oh. Rest a bit, and then back at it. The saga continues. Later all.